They carry cameras, not weapons, but Palestinian journalists are treated as targets. Covering the occupied territories means working under constant threat from Israeli forces and increasingly from armed illegal settlers in the occupied West Bank.
Palestinian journalists do their work in Palestine as if you are going to die every day. This is no exaggeration. It's real, both on a personal level and for all our fellow journalists who work in the field. It is as if you are leaving your home and you have to be aware of the high probability that you won't return.
In the occupied West Bank, attacks against journalists have surged. Many say soldiers often obstruct their work, sometimes violently. And illegal settlers, emboldened, have begun targeting crews directly. Journalist Fatin Alwan says in her more than 2 decades in journalism, she's never seen anything like it.
There is a war on the narrative and the story from the perspective of the Palestinians, who is subjected to genocide, forced displacement, and the theft of their land and their homeland. And it's an attempt to marginalize the Palestinian historical account of what's happening on the ground, and the best way to do this is to silence those who put that story out, the journalists. And this is why journalists are being attacked, harassed, arrested, killed, like what happened in Gaza. And it's a war on the narrative, and the journalists are the target.
Like many of her colleagues, Dalia Nimri was out on the streets in the early days of the war. She was harassed and intimidated.
There was great incitement from even right-wing channels against journalists, especially against Arabic-speaking channels. This incitement led to a kind of self-censorship among journalists.
Since the start of the war in Gaza a year ago, Israeli forces have killed dozens of Palestinian journalists, according to a tally from the government media office. Israel has also blocked international journalists from entering Gaza to independently report on the fighting.
Palestinian journalists in Gaza are suffering tremendously. More than 212 of them have been killed. And not only the journalists, but also many of the family members and the loved ones and the neighbors. In addition to that, all of our offices have been bombed. We lost also our homes, and we don't feel safe at all. We feel like as if Israel is directly targeting Palestinian journalists. And we've seen this since the beginning of the war.
Despite everything, Palestinian journalists insist they won't stop, because without them, the world wouldn't know what's happening on the ground. Media watchdogs are calling for independent investigations into attacks on journalists. And for those on the front lines, the risks remain. Their message is truth. Their only protection is a press vest. Mohammad Al-Kassim, TRT World, Occupied East Jerusalem.